in spite of those 4 5 days when through movement was just not possible because other railways not accepting freely this but still we have been able to get these figures, impressive figures which I mentioned. um, on this thing, another interesting thing which we did was, I'll give full credit to my people that identifying the destinations at the time of accepting the indents, etc., was another very interesting this thing. It was not like blindly loading whatever you give and you say it has to go to a destination, okay, book it, and then even though and then later we come to know that there is a restriction for sending it to a. So identifying the destinations, checking for ourselves, it was done on dynamic basis that we have to take the things to a particular destination where there is no restriction, and even talk to the companies that these are the options available, so why not you load for this or this or this, and then an agreement was coming through. Otherwise, if I am I am the person who has to send my consignment. If my consignments go and they start getting they start sidelined in some yard in some place, etc., I feel bad. So this thing was not happening. So a lot of confidence generation of the people on a day-to-day basis was being done. So this was little scenario about as far as the freight thing was concerned. On passenger fronts also, we have done fairly well. If we see our earnings, earnings have gone up. Almost, I can say that in these first April to October, we have earned 1784 crores compared to 1508 crores last year, which is almost 18.3% growth there. If we see the number of passengers, there is a drop, and that's a very very worrying factor for us. We have done some analysis here and there. We are still struggling because some issues have come, some analysis have been done that the number of passengers have come down. One is because of some agitations last year because of this Andhra versus Telangana, and in that period a lot of transport strikes were there, and a lot of people had to perforce travel by train. So there was a spurt in the rail travel last year. That was one reason probably we have fallen compared to last year. Then there is some Izzat passes which were issued by the earlier government. They also board took a decision for to withdraw that, and this also led to a major fall in the number of passengers. So these were two issues which we can identify, and otherwise number of issues which we have taken as far as ticket checking is concerned. Even fortress check. That means fortress check means once a train is when it is stopping at a particular station, we practically encircle the train and do the thorough check at that particular stations for the people who are outgoing. These checks and all, they have given us results.